Well, Achievable Dream is something that my dad was involved in before me, and I got involved with it after that. Been on the board since Walter started by having a board. It's just a wonderful organization to help the kids. I just think is fantastic. So we've been a class sponsor in the past, and we just love Achievable Dream.
Our youth is our future. We need to invest in it. I don't feel like there is enough people that take the time to look at it as from the perspective of we're not all on equilibrium. So by doing things like this, providing funds for this type of event, it helps the children.
Well, as a member of the Newport News School Board, I think it is an excellent school and organization. So we love to come and support it, raise some funds, and help the kids have a great education.
I hope that this brings awareness to Achievable Dreams and all the great stuff that they do. The school produces lots of fantastic children and opportunities, and looking forward to tonight.
The things that I love working at CNU is the fact that we're able to partner with organizations like Achievable Dream, being able to connect with the community engagement, huge part of what we do at CNU. Achievable Dream is an aspect that we want to be able to bring students and kids into the experience of higher education. So we're really fortunate to be able to be a part of this tonight, so thank you.
What inspires me to support Achievable Dream is all of the opportunities that are available to bright students in our area. It affords opportunities to students who may not have those opportunities otherwise. And without Achievable Dream, we wouldn't have dreamers that continue to go out and do great things in the world.
For a successful future for you, we want to support your growth and development.
The mission is amazing, and we're proud to be here.
I am inspired to support an Achievable Dream because of the amazing children and of the same education.
So I love what they're doing with the school as a whole. The opportunities that they present to these kids is absolutely incredible. I had the opportunity of meeting some of the some graduates of Achievable Dreams and just kind of saw the level of engagement and understanding and the ability of these individuals to kind of go out with the understanding that they can do whatever they want to do. And so any institution that's kind of producing students, kids, young adults like that's something I can back up.
We have had the opportunity to bring the Urban Learning Leadership Center back home where it began 20 years ago. The reunion of AAD and ULLC represents a powerful convergence of two organizations now unified to amplify our impact on the educational landscape. Adding this established organization to our approach in sharing our educational model is a game changer. We are now reaching beyond the Hampton Roads community. When I say that we are now impacting educators and children across the country, I am not exaggerating. We are now in over 14 states, sharing our message. Additionally, we opened a boys and girls location right inside an Achievable Dream Middle and High School this year, further demonstrating our commitment to not only our students, but also to the entire community. This partnership provides an enriching space for middle and high school students that live in the Southeast community, and we want to continue to allow students to grow, learn, and thrive in a safe environment. So I give my heartfelt thank you to the Boys and Girls Club for always being a gracious partner with an Achievable Dream. And we had a landmark of a year in Virginia Beach. While it just seems like it was a few years ago, apparently it has been 11 in Virginia Beach. And we are now upon our first graduating class, the class of 2025 in Virginia Beach. When Walter Siegaloff founded An Achievable Dream in 1992, one of his unwavering goals would be that there would never be a young person that did not go to college because of a financial constraint. And I am overwhelmed to be able to share with you that since the class of 2001, we have been able to maintain that commitment because of the people in this room.
Good evening. I'm Dominic, a sixth grader at An Achievable Dream Middle High School. I started to write my life story, but I knew would never be completed without Achievable Dream. I've been coming here since first grade, and one thing that I love is everything feels like it's just made for us, like it's custom fit. They ask us what we want to experience, and best of all, they listen. It's like they're building a pathway that fits exactly who we are. Recently, I got to go kayaking at the Mariners Lake, and it was amazing. It was fantastic. I've always been fascinated by water, but that was the first time I had ever been on a kayak. That was one of my favorite experiences so far. Another thing I love about Achievable Dream is they don't just teach us stuff, they teach us how to understand stuff. In fourth grade, I got a perfect score on my Virginia Studies SOL. I am the king of history. Learning history feels important because it shows us why things are and how we can make them better in the future. Achievable Dream has been more than just a school for me. It helps me feel proud of what I can do and excited about what comes next. All the teachers and staff are really great, but I have to give a special thanks to both Miss Hernandez's. They help me feel really good. They push me to do my best and remind me of what I can accomplish. I hope to be a graphic organizer for Disney one day, or maybe even a teacher. One thing I hope is others realize that this is a great program. It will always hold a place in my heart. And it might not be right for everybody, but it was definitely right for me. When I look at my story, I realize my family is a big part of it too. My aunt has been through it all, and she's one of the reasons why I'm here today. So to really tell my story, I'd like her to share what it is to be like a parent of a dreamer. My story would not be complete without her chapter.
I knew Dominique needed something special when it came to school. I looked for a school that would give him a second chance to shine after facing a tough few years. He's always had big dreams, and even when COVID came along and turned things upside down, again, I held on to the hope that he'd find a place where he could thrive. The special place we were looking for turned out to be An Achievable Dreams. Dominic is a little man in a young body who is ready to take on the world. He got his wisdom about him that's beyond his years, but it was Achievable Dreams that helped him find his voice. Since joining Achievable Dreams, I've watched him blossom. He's grown so much, not just in height, but in confidence and spirit. What I love most about the dream is the teachers listen. They take time to know him, to understand who he is and what he needs. Dominique feels comfortable talking to them. He could name every teacher in the building as something about them, and that sense of safety means everything. At Achievable Dream, he doesn't just get an education, he gets respect, understanding, and encouragement of himself. In our family, we've had our share of difficulties, but Achievable Dreams has been there for us, whether it was through extra resources, emotional support, or simply being there with open arms. They are more than just a school. They're a community, they're a team, and they've been through everything with us. It's not something every family gets from school, but I am so grateful that Dominique has that support. I wish everyone would get to hear the joy in their voices or the smiles on their faces like I do when Dominique comes home from school. He would be the spokesperson for Achievable Dream if they would let him. He always tried to convince his friends that they should come to the Dream too, sharing all the trips, clubs, and unique opportunities he has been a part of. One of the most recently was kayaking on Mariners Lake. He stands for himself and what he believes in and for others. That's the thanks to the amazing program. To all the teachers and staff at Achievable Dreams, thank you. Thank you for seeing the potential in my nephew.
Good evening. I am Takira Fitzgerald, class of 2018, and I stand before you as a proud alumna of an Achievable Dream. I was 11 years old when my mom told me I'd be going to a new school, an Achievable Dream. My first thought was, why? I didn't want to go to wear uniforms, and I didn't want to leave my friends for some school I'd never even heard of. At that age, change felt huge, and honestly, a little scary. But as moms do, she told me that this school would give me opportunities I couldn't even imagine. So I packed my book bag, not feeling like I had much of a choice, and went to Achievable Dream, not knowing that it would be a place that would truly change my life in ways I couldn't yet understand. Attending Achievable Dream presented both academic challenges and a strong sense of community. While the coursework pushed me to grow, I was fortunate to have amazing teachers who encouraged me through those demands. Beyond the classroom, social rotations and the morning program gave me a true feeling of belonging. One of my favorite rotation activities was visiting the elegantly decorated etiquette room, where Ms. Pauling taught invaluable lessons on formal conduct. This made me feel like I was experiencing something truly high class. The morning program was an important reset for my day. If I ever arrived feeling off, it provided a fresh start. Weekly, I looked forward to encouraging guest speakers and Coach Overby's high energy and inspirational messages. But it wasn't just the programs that helped me to grow into the woman I am today. It was also the support I received when I faced challenges. One area I've always struggled with in school was math. There were days when math seemed to get the best of me, but I never gave up on trying to improve. Today, I can say I succeeded in math, thanks to the support of Ms. Kelly and my parents. Ms. Kelly knew how much I struggled and came up with a plan to tutor me before school. So my mother would drop me off 30 minutes early, and I would receive personalized math instruction. Today, my third graders think I love math, and I want to keep it that way. Ms. Kelly didn't have to give up her own time, but she chose to, because she genuinely wanted to see me succeed. I'm grateful for the bond that was formed, and I'm proud to still have a strong relationship with her. Becoming a teacher brings a different perspective. I never realized how it would feel to be on the giving side versus the receiving side of an Achievable Dream. As a first-year teacher, I now have the chance to offer the same support my teachers once gave me. I hadn't anticipated that I'd return to the Dream as a teacher, but here I am, eager to build strong, meaningful connections with my students and their families. The teachers who invested their time in me, driven by their belief in my potential, fostered a level of love and determination that I now want to pass on to my own students. A few weeks ago, Dr. Reeland came into my classroom for a visit. While she was there, I introduced her. My students were shocked that Dr. Reeland, the CEO, and I had known each other for so long. They said, "You knew Miss Fitzgerald when she was a student?" We both smiled and said yes. Was Miss Fitzgerald bad? That's what my students asked. Dr. Reeland and I started laughing because bad was far from the truth. I was a wonderful student. Terrific, if I may add. In that moment, I was truly overcome with joy because my students got to see the firsthand a lifelong relationship that started at an Achievable Dream. My decision to return to the Dream as a teacher was simple. I wanted to give back to the school that has such a major impact on my life, not only as a student, but as a person. The Dream is a family. It felt like a family when I was a student, and it still feels like a family now. If I could thank everyone from the Dream who had a part in my life, this program would never end.